Welcome back to the Catnip Podcast. My name is Grace and today is Monday, May 16th. And I have a heat advisory notification that I just saw. Because it's hot. This is a podcast about knitting, books, baking, and cats, and the weather. But most importantly knitting, because that is what I love to do all day, every day. I have various social medias you can follow me on. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Ravelry. I'm most active on Instagram, so please go follow me over on there. And I've got some test knits that are coming out soon, so you will want to be following me and the designers because they're wonderful. Because stuff is coming out soon. I also have show notes, so the links to things that I will be talking about will be in the show notes. That is on my blog. If you're on YouTube, the link to that is down below, or if you're on my blog already, everything is already there. I also work at a yarn store. It is called Pearly Girls. It is in Spring, Texas, and I will leave all the various website, social media stuff, all the places if you'd like to check us out online, because we do have online shopping, or in person. We would love either or one or the other. Both, whatever you are able to do. I've been gone, I've been doing things, and we're back, and I'm already very warm. It's a downside of having long hair, you know. I really like having long hair, but it is very toasty. Anyway. We have things to discuss. We have 2 weeks worth of things to discuss, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. If you'd like to grab something tasty to drink, something to snack upon, something to craft upon, an animal to snuggle, laundry to fold, the dryer is going, it may buzz at some point. I was not able to time it well today, but that's okay, you know, you do what you gotta do. I have water today. This is your friendly reminder to drink some water and stay hydrated today, because where I am, it's very warm, and hydration is important and also helps ward off headaches. In my case. Maybe not in your case, but I think pretty much in everybody's case, that is very nice. What is that? There's a bug that is flying. Where did you come from? I don't think it's a bad bug. Okay. It looked like it was slightly bigger than a mosquito. Maybe, I think it was one of those love bug type things. Anyway, I have no idea how it got in. Anyway. Maybe you're on your lunch break. Maybe you are just relaxing. Whatever you are doing, I hope it is bringing you joy. And you can come back and join me for some crafty chat. Whew. I may have to put my hair up at some point. It is very warm. Whew. It is very warm. And it's not even the hottest part of the year yet, so that's fun. Where have I been? Let's get actually back to the podcast. I had things going on. Last week, my parents were visiting, which is super exciting. They finally got to see our house, and they were here for a couple days. Then they went and saw my brother in College Station, and then they drove up to Dallas to see my sister and brother-in-law. So they just made the rounds, the Texas rounds, and to see the kids. And it was a very limited time stay, but it was just really wonderful to have them here. So we did all the fun things. We went shopping and had Chick-fil-A. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen the excitement of Chick-fil-A, which these things you take for granted. So I'm glad we could do that, and we just had a grand old time. So I just took that week off, and then the week before I had the worst migraine I've had in a long time. I don't know why. I think it doesn't matter why, but I was having it, and normally I can push through and record, but I just could not. It was just not a fun time. So and that's important to take breaks then. So thank you for being understanding. Thank you for being patient. I appreciate everybody's messages and comments and all that jazz. Well-wishing for the migraine, happy wishes for being with my parents, and just me being gone. I do appreciate that. And I'm back now. So I do have I've been thinking about this today, some ideas about my recording schedule during the summer that I want to continue to think about. That's not to say that I'm stopping at all, but I may make it a little bit more, it may not be every single week during certain months or something like that during the summer, just to give myself more of a break. And I know I'm saying that coming off of a break, so I feel bad saying that, but also it's the summer, so. And also, I have a secret test knit going on right now that is quite large and is going to be incredible. I am so excited. It is a lot of knitting, and the deadline is very tight, and it's just a lot of technique in a very exciting way. This is it's not overly complicated. Like, if you had the time and the patience to do it, I think anybody could do it, but it's a lot, again, in a really amazing way. So I'm very excited about that, but it is secret, so I can't tell you about it. I'm not sure when I can tell you about it. Obviously I can't show it. So I'm grateful for the fact that I had 2 weeks of knitting so I can show you, but also this secret test knit is going to be taking up a lot of my time. That is literally all I've been working on since I got it, other than knitting at work or bringing knitting with me. I went to one of my brothers-in-law graduation. He graduated from Texas A&M, whoop, which is very exciting. So he has joined the family Aggie ranks, and I got so much knitting done. So we will talk about that. I also have some book acquisitions. One was a very kind gift from my mom, and one was another obtained book that I was not expecting when we were out shopping together with my parentals. So I'm going to talk about that. I also have a finished test knit. Hello, please focus. There we go. I do have a finished test knit, and that will come out this coming Friday. So May, I believe that's the 20th. I think that is correct. I could be wrong. Either way, it's this coming Friday. So keep a lookout for the Pretty Basic Ruffled Raglan. It's done. I love it. It is the most beautiful tomato red, and I know there are pomegranates this color, but to me it looks more tomatoey, but either way, I love it. Pomegranate, tomato, it's a color. So I love it. This is a test knit for Melissa of Homebody Fibers, and I use Knitting for Olive Merino, which we sell at Pearly Girls. So if you you can buy some online. I used about 3 skeins, almost 3 full skeins, so it's actually quite a good short project. It is cropped. You can make it as long or as short as you want. Short sleeves, long sleeves. I think a long sleeve version would be super cute too. And there are ruffles. I didn't actually realize this until after it was done, but the original one only has ruffles on the front. It does not have ruffles on the back, and I have ruffles on both sides. So I just thought it was me not reading the pattern correctly. But you could do it either way. And the ruffles were super fun. It's just a basic, pretty basic ruffle raglan. It's a raglan. You got some ruffles, and Bob's your uncle. So this is coming out on Friday. Keep an eye out for that. And it's a great little summery tee. We're going to remind you and myself, mainly myself, that this is the year of the cardigan and it's the year of the summery tee, so I feel like I have done good work with this summery tee. I have 2 other summery tees on my needles that I will show you in just a moment. I have yarn for other summery tees. I have knit other summery tees that have already been finished this year. I have old yarn that I've been wanting to knit into a summery tee for forever. Where is that yarn? It's navy. Ah. See, this is a nice thing. If I know what color it is, I can find it pretty easily. I feel like that's gonna have a little avalanche in just a moment. Anyway, I have this Drops Bell that I got during lockdown. It was a lockdown purchase, and my mom and I think she knit hers actually. We got yarn from a wonderful friend, yarn store owner friend, Rosie, who lives in London, and she owns a yarn shop called Slip Stitch. And they also have a website, so you should definitely check them out. But anyway, she was having, we wanted to support businesses during lockdown, so we got yarn from her, and this was some of it. I also got a green, and that's probably too high for me. No, actually it's not. Ha ha ha. So I have this, and I have this. I have much more than just one of each color. This was supposed to be or is going to be the Anchors tee, and this is supposed to be Mira. Both are cotton. Cotton, viscose, and linen. And so I've had this for quite a long time at this point. And I need to knit the things. I know that at least the Mira tee, the navy one, is knit on a pretty big needle. I don't know about the Anchors tee, but I'm pretty sure my mom has knit both of them. She was much more productive with her yarn obtaining and knitting than I was, but that's okay. Now I'll have them for now. Maybe she just knit the Anchors tee. I honestly don't remember. Mom, what have you done? Which ones did you do? Anyway, so I feel like I've done good with my summery tees. I will need to get to a point where I need to stop because I will then have too many, and there's just not enough space to store. And not that there is definitely space to store, it's just that I don't know how to store, and it's just I have a lot of knitwear that hasn't been put away around me right now and is relatively overwhelming. There's that bug. I'm pretty sure it's a love bug. Again, no idea how I got in. This thing's about home ownership, you know, dealing with bugs and spiders. That's a whole other conversation. We are not talking about that right now. Anyway, so let's talk about what I have been working on, other than the secret test knit that I cannot show you. I've been working on quite a bit. Obviously, I finished that one. I did make another bag. If you remember, last time, I made one of these little knot bags, or knot bags by Indigo Bird. I'm dipping my toe into the activity of sewing, and I made, there was enough fabric of the prints that I got to make the reverse, or I could have made the same one as the one I did before, but I made the reverse, and I gave the other one to my mom for Mother's Day, so it actually worked out quite well. And this is the home of my summer tee top. I don't know what needles are in here. There's a lot of needles in there. By Jessame. And this has been in my cube for forever. This is not the most summery color, I will say that. But that way I can wear it in other times of the year. the downside of not recording for a long time is I honestly can't remember what I have and haven't shown you. So if you have seen this and I've made no progress, I do apologize. I haven't worked on this in a while, but I don't remember if I've showed this to you. So this is my So Summer Tea. It's very little so far. It's bottom up. Here comes the cat. Hello, little boy. Can you go kill the bug? Can you go eat the bug? Maybe. He's not paying attention. He's an old man. Anyway, So Summer Tea by Jessame. I'm using Folio by Classic Elite in this charcoal colorway. The downside of this is that the charcoal color gets everywhere. And by everywhere I mean mainly on my hands, but it gets on my hands a lot, which is not my favorite. So that is a thing. I think that has kind of turned me off from knitting on it, but I do really want it, and I want it in this color, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it, but pretty happy with it. It's very drapey, and what is the fiber content? Let me tell you. I can do that. We also have this at the shop. It is super fine alpaca and rayon, so it's very drapey, which is great for these little summery teas, because this is the year of the summery tea. Don't you know? Anyway, so this is all I have. I'll put in a progress keeper at some point. I don't remember if I've showed this to you, so this may be a new project to you. Honestly, I could be wrong. I don't know. But for right now, I'm just knitting until the armholes, I believe, and then I will be doing all the rest of the stuff. But this is bottom up. I'm very excited to continue on doing this, and I just really love her patterns. I haven't knit a ton of them, but I love, obviously, it's just incredible how many sizes there are. It is just so wonderful, and then how to customize it to fit you well, and then just kind of alter it to meet your style needs and what you're looking for. So the options are quite endless with her patterns, which I think is wonderful. And there are so many of hers on my list that I want to make, and I just haven't had the time. Clearly I have the yarn, but I just don't have the time. That's okay. It is what it is. The time will come eventually. The walrus said to talk of many things. So that is one project. And where shall we go next? Let's just go to this one. This is my cruiser cardigan, and I have actually gotten quite a bit of progress, I believe. Again, honestly, I don't remember. What is that? I don't know what that is. Just a little piece of fluff. So this is my cruiser cardigan. This is not going to look like anything, but it will make sense. Yay! So I have completed what I have of the back so far, and we have some very fun construction. We've got this really fun exposed seam, and I'm pretty sure this is along the sleeve. So I'm working on the sleeve of sorts, and then I believe once that gets done, then we join everything in the round and we just knit the rest of the cardigan. I believe that to be the case. I honestly do not know. It has been a while since I've worked on this again because of this test knit that I now have. That is very exciting, but I cannot show you, which is very unfortunate because it's wonderful and it's gonna look amazing. Anyway, so this is a cruiser cardigan. How many times have I said that? The cruiser cardigan by Skein Yarns, and I am using, I always forget. Oh, what is it? It's an organic something. Do I have it somewhere? Yes, I do. I think I did this last time. Organic Merino, Patagonia from Juniper Moon. So great. There we go. I remember the word organic. I basically remembered it, right? This is the nice thing. I'm glad that I have this system of I have my color sorted yarns. Obviously I have my Noro, and then I have a few cubes or like shelves of the yarn that I'm currently knitting with, so I don't have to carry all the yarn around with me, and then I can just go to those 2 shelves and know that's where any extras are going to be, which is very convenient. But I do have the full skein, and then I'm almost done with my first. So that I've gotten quite a bit out of the one skein, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, this is just garter stitch. Come on. It's sticking. Okay. This is just garter stitch. I'm pretty sure that like from here, these 2 markers is the neckline or the back of the neck. So in theory, this is what it will look like. Such a good look. That's not what it will look like, but along those lines, if the bottom wasn't on a holder, it would make much more sense, but there's so many stitches that I can't undo the holder lest they fall off and I stretch them out. So you're just gonna have to believe me. I'm sorry. Cruiser Cardigan by Skein Yarns out of Patagonia, organic merino. And this is living in my purple cat bag that Cassie of Big Sky Yarn Company gave me, which is so kind of her, and it is one of my favorite bags. Next up, have I worked on this? I don't know. We'll look. Did I think to move my... Oop, nope, I have not worked on this. Let's just show it anyway, shall we? So this is my... I definitely did not work on this. That's okay. There were other things going on. I have the finished sweater. So, there's that. This is my Birch Creek bandana by Rachel of September Knits. I'm using 2 different yarns from Farmer's Daughters Fibers. I have their Surrey base and I have their Odang base, which is like a silk. And I am just loving it. We have garter stitch, we have brioche. It's different on either side. It is literally just a rectangle of this, and I love it. I don't have... That's not true. Currently, I have one, or like this test knit is quite the process knit. Like it's a whole process. But other than that, this is my process knit, and it's just very, this type of thing helps me slow down and helps me focus on what I'm doing and helps me just like think about what I'm doing, what I'm knitting on in the moment, and not just racing through stockinette in the round or garter stitch or whatever it may be. I'm actually thinking of what I'm knitting, which I think is important. I think that's good to have those types of projects that we have the mindless ones, we have the ones that need and require concentration, and then they have the ones that are simple but they don't require as much concentration but still are a little bit more complex or fiddly than just regular knitting. And for me that just kind of helps slow me down. Also because it's small needles, and with the silk and the Surrey on my metal needles, it's very slippery, and normally that doesn't bother me. Maybe I should switch them over to wood, I don't know, but like it's just I can't be without my Chow-Goo tips. I just really need those. It's just a whole ordeal, so, and I love it, and I can't wait to finish it. This is in my Danica something bag. Yeah, Danica Studio bags. the Adventure Weights, which my mom got for me quite a while ago from her local yarn shop, Maker and Stitch, which is in Edwards, Colorado. So, loving that, even though I didn't work on it in the 2 weeks that I was gone, but that's okay. That is fine. We're going to take a break, a little hydration break. It's getting really warm, and I need to cool down. I just get so fascinated, and it is so satisfying watching videos of people paint and do art, and it's incredible what they can make, and it's just like seeing from where they start and their process, and it's just like, wow. Like we start, it's just crazy. I love it. I get very distracted by that kind of thing. And there's the dryer. Anyway, so what have I been working on? What else? What else? We just talked about the Birch Creek bandana. So I've got 2 more projects to share, and then I'll talk about the books, and that is all that I have, which I feel like is not enough, but it is just enough. It's fine. I worked on my Weekender Light by Andrea Mowry, and I'm using Be Teal My Heart from Heathered Handmaids, which we sell at Pearly Girls. So check us out online and follow Heather on Instagram. She just put out her advent calendars, and beautiful. I'm unfortunately not doing one of hers this year, but I cannot wait to see what comes of it. I'm so excited. So I did do a lot. This is what I have so far. This is just a bottom up, a little just kind of like a sweatshirty kind of everyday sweater, and this is knit on the inside out. So the pearls and this line down the middle will be facing outwards when I'm done. I've made another Weekender out of Lion Brand, and I love it. It's one of my favorites, and I want to make another heavier weight one, but I've never made a lightweight one. This is fingering. This is out of Heather's sock base, and this is what I have so far of my first skein. I have 3 of them. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I'm just knitting around and around and around and around. These kinds of projects are the best for like if I'm wanting to knit fast and I have the ability to just like sit and knit, and then I just like being able to knit fast makes me feel calm for some reason. I don't know why, but it's just like it's not even going fast. Like, it's not even that I'm accomplishing a lot. It's not even that I have the ability to go fast. And also there's no competition, like there's no need or reason to go fast. It's just that I can. And so when I knit fast on this kind of thing, it's just like, this feels good. I like this. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was. What is it? I don't remember. Oh, I remember what it was. We have a high-low hem as well. Or a split hem, I should say. That's probably more accurate. It's longer in the back and shorter in the front. We love it. And I'm just so excited. And my mom actually got yarn to make a Weekender Light as well from out of Heather's yarn as well. And it's in the Dahlia colorway, and it's like a peachy color, and it's just gonna be so beautiful. I can't wait to hopefully take pictures together in our matching Weekenders. And I feel like I say that every time, and then we always forget when that kind of thing happens, but that's okay. This is living in my originally Farmhouse Sewing Cafe, and she has since changed her name. But it's Elena, and I want to double check and make sure that I get her new, I think, Rose and Seams is her new project bag, business name, Rose and Seams. But she made this, and I have another one of her bags that she very kindly gifted me last year, and then I got this one because I just couldn't even with the cute fabric, and it came with a progress keeper, and it's just like, oh my goodness. But this has my advent calendar in it that I need to work on in my spare time, you know, once this secret test knit is done, which honestly, because the deadline is so quick, it will be done soon. So yeah, it's just a lot of knitting, and it's just very exciting, and I cannot wait to see this done. It's just gonna be so cool. Lastly, what have I been knitting on? This has probably been second to this other test knit. This has been what I've been working on at work and at this graduation that we just went to, and I really wanted to get this done for today. I did not manage to because I had to work on this other test knit. This is the test knit for Samantha Gurin. This is the Salty Air Tea, and I am almost done. I literally have just started the ribbing on the bottom, so I'm just so excited about this. I also have a skirt that this matches exactly, and I'm very excited to potentially put those together in an outfit. I'm not one to put colors like that together, but I feel like that is a vibe that I would really like. So we're gonna try it and see what I think. But yeah, I'm just so happy with this. This has used 2 skeins. This is the last little bit on my second one. Of Malabrigo Sussurro, which we do have at Pearly Girls, so check us out online or come see us in person and get yourself some Sussurro. It is a linen silk blend. What else is it? Oh yeah, silk, merino, and linen. It is a DK sport weight, which I would definitely say it's on the lighter weight of sport weight. Some areas it's a fingering weight. It's written for a fingering weight, but I have gotten gauge. I have made sure. And we have just this beautiful lace detailing up at the top. It's top down. You've got some short rows in the back and short sleeve. It's cropped. You can make it as long or short as you want. You can obviously change the sleeves, obviously adjust your yardage as necessary. I'm using the Sunshine, or Sunset. I keep calling it Sunshine. This is the Sunset colorway. And I was just going for all the bright colors. We have our pomegranate, we have our sunset together. We're just ketchup and mustard. So, I do love these colors together, but I always think of ketchup and mustard whenever I see these colors together. So, I don't know. I love putting them together, but I also don't at the same time. I don't know. Just love those pop of color to wear with a neutral, you know. I do have my little cinnamon roll from Little Bitty Delights that is now flipping around. That's not very helpful. There we go. And I have had several other progress keepers that I've used that have been from Little Bitty Delights and Hand Stitched Life. And then what was the other one? She also changed her name. That's not helpful. I can't. Oh, I know, I tagged it. Nope. Well, the problem is that when It's great that people are like got new ideas and new fun things, and so they changed their Instagram handle, but then unfortunately you can't find them easily if you can't remember. She used to be Pacific Moon Knits, and I know she changed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. It's one of my favorite sounds. I can't find it. I have her linked in my show notes from previous week, so I will make sure to do that. I do apologize. That is my bad. I've done it again. Every time. Not every time. It is not every time. There are times when I stop and I look at my phone and I get distracted, and then I find a test knit, and then I put my name in for a test knit while recording. So this is a fun time. Fun time. Anyway, apologies for the dryer, but we're almost done. So this is my salty air tee. I am so happy with how it's turning out. I'm so excited to be able to wear it. I think it's going to look so cute with so many different things under my overalls, my linen overalls, under other little dresses, with jeans, really with anything. Because of the linen merino silk blend, it is so drapey, and I love that. The pattern, there are written and there are charted instructions, so if you prefer one or the other, you have options. Another thing that I think is really awesome about this pattern, and I personally don't run into it all that often, and I do not do this on a regular basis, so it was nice to have it written in, but I don't put stitch markers around each lace repeat or repeat if I'm using a chart or what the pattern repeat. But that's literally written into the pattern, and obviously you can take them out if you want to after you're done, but it was just like, oh wow, this is really nice, and now I don't have to worry about anything. I can just focus on this one little section, and I know where I messed up, and it was just really great. It encouraged me to do something that would help me in the long run, and it was great. So I'm loving working on this. It'll be done by the next time you see this, which is just very exciting, and because I just have the ribbing and then like a little bit on the sleeves because they're short, and then it's be blocking and ready to go. So I'm not sure when this is coming out. This is living in my happy bag. I'm not sure when this is coming out, but so that's why you should follow me on Instagram, and also follow Samantha Gurin on Instagram, because she's got a lot of really cute designs, and she's also just very sweet. So very quickly, we're just going to go over these books that I got. I got this Make and Mend book, which is the Shoshinko inspired embroidery projects to customize and repair textiles and decorate your home. I have not done this, but I follow so many accounts and hashtags on Instagram that do this, and I love it so much. I think it's super cool. I have so many pairs of jeans that I want to do this to, and I think it just looks so cool. And I've had this book on my, like, saved in the tab on my phone for forever, and we were shopping at Barnes & Noble, or I was with my parents, because I don't know where their closest Barnes & Noble is. So we were at Barnes & Noble, and we actually went to the Barnes & Noble that we went to when I was growing up here in Houston, which was very fun. I hadn't been back to that one in forever. And I saw this and was like, oh, this is amazing. It's just very detailed instructions and projects and just general tips. Like, also, how cool are these? Like, these 4 pillows? How fun. You know, that now that I'm sewing and an expert sewer, which I'm not at all. I know that there is special thread and there are special needles. I do not have either of those, which is fine because I currently am not like in the market to do this anytime soon, but that way I have things available, or I have the books available. So there's like little sachets I feel like would be good to start. Just this patchwork table linens. I love that. That would be super fun for a table runner. We very rarely use cloth napkins, if at all, but table runner I almost always have on our table. I also love this so much. Like, look at this little clutch. How cute. I need this in my life. So I'm super excited about this book. Not sure when I will do stuff out of it, but I'm just very excited. And then the second thing my mom actually got from her local yarn shop, Maker and Stitch in Edwards, wonderful place. And she very kindly gave it to me because I knew she could get another one, but she gave me her copy of the new Lina magazine. This is Lina number 14, summer 2022. And we are planning knit-alongs. Where's the one we are gonna do together for sure? It's not that one, but I really want to just do all of them because this is a really good issue. We're in the patterns. It's a little T. There it is. It's so pretty. Here we go. Florencia. We're going to do that together. So, not sure when we're going to do that, but that is the goal. I think it's just so pretty. Again, summery tees. Also could be, you could adjust it so you could have long sleeves if you wanted to. But anyway, I am so excited to have this. I am, there's just so much fun stuff in here. And I also love that it's paperback. I didn't realize that they were doing paperback now, and that just makes me very excited. So that is fun times. Anyway, that is all that I have for you guys today. I feel like there should be more, but I did have the finished sweater and an almost finished sweater, and then this new test knit that will eventually be able to be shared, but just not right now. So in the meantime, you can keep up with other test knitting that I do and other shenanigans and cat pictures and all that stuff on all the various social medias. I do have show notes, I do have yarn store information, all that is all the places. If I forget anything, please feel free to let me know, or if you just want to say hi, please feel free to send me a message. I would love that. Thank you so much for being patient with me while I took the time off. It was really nice, and I will continue to think about my recording schedule in the summer and what that looks like, and all that jazz, because it would allow me to just be a little bit more flexible with what I do on Mondays, because Mondays can be very busy. It'll be nice to take the summer, or be a little bit lighter in the summer, but we will see. I will think about it. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. You are wonderful. If you, what do I say? I hope you had a wonderful weekend and you continue to have a wonderful week. If you have crafty plans, I hope that they are successful. I have a finished sweater, just right about being able to be finished. Because that last time I showed it to you, it was just barely being started, and now it's pretty much done. So that's exciting, and just continuing to make progress on other things. I may do one of these because that sounds like fun. Also, especially the one that's knit on big needles. That would be really nice, and then it could go fast, and then I would just have that instant gratification, which we all love in any form of crafting. So those are all my crafty plans, and we will see what else I get up to, and this other new test knit that I just submitted my name for very randomly. We will see. We will see. Who knows? Anyway, thank Thank you for being here. You are wonderful. You are enough. And I hope you have just a wonderful rest of your day. And with that, I will see you all next week. Bye.